And don't cry on the internet.
I'm taking myself to see Mufasa at 3:50 today. Because fuck him.
Oh, look at you even seeing a matinee. Is that still considered? Yeah, that'd be a matinee.
I don't even know. I just like don't want to go at it's like 6:30 because I want to make sure I can spend time with him. Because he's gonna go to the gym and be a good little boy. But still. Like, doesn't want to take his wife to see a Disney movie?
I want to go see the Moana too. We were actually supposed to go see that on Christmas, but my plans
Oh,
went
is that
out.
already out?
Yeah, so
Damn,
many
I don't know
Disney
what to do
movies.
now. I don't even Damn it, what do I see? Do I see Moana or do I see
Well, the Lion King is a real act. Is it like cartoon still or no?
it's I mean it can't be fucking like
AI shit.
a live
AI
action
lion.
lion, but like it's something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought it was something weird. They've done it with a couple of them. Beauty and the Beast too.
Yeah, like I don't like that style of movie, but here's the deal. I fucking love The Lion King. It's my favorite Disney movie. And although I wasn't a huge fan of like the live action Lion King or whatever the fuck, like I still love The Lion King. So I wanted to see Mufasa and like see like the origin story. So I thought that was really cool. But
I think I would lean more towards Moana.
I would see Den of Thieves too. Fuck that shit. That's pussy shit. Go see some bank robbing, like
You're
gangster
so dark for like a
gun stuff.
blonde, like
I'm not dark. I watched the first one last week. I was like, fuck, we gotta go see that. It's good.
oh,
It's got 50 Cent, Curtis
maybe
50
this is like
Cent.
a horror movie.
No.
Well, that was the last we
Bank
were all talking.
robbing. Well, yeah, I was in my like gory
Exactly. See?
era during Halloween, yeah. I like some blood, I like some gore. I
So is
also
you,
like lions and fluffy things. Like, yeah. Go see Mufasa.
I spam Meg all the time with puppies trying to instigate her
Okay.
to get one.
No, I'm good with my little puppies right now.
all right, so we're not doing puppies. But what's with Meg? Give us a hamstring update.
I can't feel it. I can't feel it. It just feels like pins and needles, and my foot's numb as we speak right now. Uh, so Laura, we are switching. Well, I'm going to the Cairo here in a little bit. We're gonna switch the MRI to, I think, a lumbar
Mm.
because I know I have a herniated disc at L2 already, but we just need to see like how severe it is. And I may have to just switch up my treatment. Like I get adjusted by my Cairo friend, Dr. Mello, shout out. But I think I need to switch to like flexion distraction or like decompression therapy for like actual like disc shit. So
Yeah,
yeah.
when I was seeing Cairo initially for the disc herniations, it actually made it worse. It made it hurt a lot worse. It flared my sciatica a lot worse, so I kind of went
Yeah.
alternative route as well.
Damn.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what's going on. I'm like treating it like it's like a torn hamstring, which it feels like it is, but at the same time, I think it's more disc. So
Dude, torn
yeah.
Anyway, we
hamstring.
have a
Oh,
guest, everybody.
yeah. Oh yeah, guys.
Like
Walk
eavesdropping,
in.
like
There is
eavesdropping
an
in the
additional brunette
conversation.
Oh
here
yeah.
today.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
like I'm not alone, although
I know.
technically my hair is black,
Like, we're
not
like
brunette.
blondes versus brunettes over here. Look at this.
It
I
looks
feel
Yeah.
that
like
way,
choose your
right?
fighter.
So how are you? Thank you guys for having me. Seriously, like
Mhm.
insane. You're like number one on my freaking Spotify. It's kind of surreal.
Oh yeah, we're like a fungus that
Number
doesn't go
one,
away.
Number
like
one.
Fuad
We
is
feel
five.
Fuck
extremely
Fuad. No, I'm just
honored.
kidding. Don't fuck Fuad.
I said
Fuad, I
that
love listening to
too.
your shit.
So introduce yourself. Tell our listeners if they don't already know you, who you are, what you do, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So I'm Julia DiLuzio, J Magdalena on freaking Instagram, I guess. It's my middle name, but whatever, it is what it is. I hate when people are like, oh, that you're J Magdalena. I'm like, that's kind of a handle. It's not really my name, but yeah, I'll answer to it. I'm from Massachusetts. I compete in wellness. My last competition feels like 5 years ago, North Americans in August. Um,
How'd you
and
do?
uh, no, it was fun. It was good. I got second in Masters 40 plus, fourth in Masters 35 plus, and sixth in Open.
That's pretty good, dude.
No, it's good. It's
It's
good. It's
good. It's
fine.
good.
It's fine. But I was like, heartbroken. I was like, everything was just perfect about it. So like, it's just heartbreaking when you're like, what happened? Like, what?
Mhm.
Come on. What was it?
What
What
did so
was the
did you end up
edge?
getting feedback or no?
Yeah, but like I think I talked to you, Laura. Like Justin
Yeah, I
Randall
remember.
provides like insane
Yes.
feedback, like on the Northeast. And it's like head to toe. He'll give you feedback from like your hair down to like your shoes, your shoe height. It's insane. So like I got like 3 words. It was like a tad bit more glute. So I was like,
Oh,
that's it. Like, give me more. Like, I want more to work on, whatever. So I think that was like the hole in my heart, really. It wasn't like just losing. It was like, can I just get a little bit more? Like, what
hmm
is it about the conditioning? What is it about this? What is it about that?
Nothing.
So,
I follow that
yeah,
closely. It wasn't your conditioning
yeah.
whatsoever. You were
Yeah.
nails.
I don't know what the hell it was, but either way, it was an amazing show. And like, there was a lot of girls that I know. Jill got her freaking pro card there. She looked
hmm
insane.
Fuck
Like, there
yeah,
was just
Jill.
so many girls that like obviously deserved it and just looked insane. But yeah, it was a good show. Real good show.
So what's
What
your kind of plan for this year?
damn it, Ash.
I'm
I was gonna
sorry.
ask that. I
It's the
was
brunette. We're
literally
just on the
about to
same
ask that.
thing.
What are your plans this year?
What show are you doing?
What show are you
Yeah,
doing? What's
what
your
are you
plan this year? How big's your ass?
So I'm gonna go measure it. So I do know what the show is. I'm gonna shoot for like mid-July, beginning of July. So I think we all kind of know what show I'm like aiming for.
hmm
But at the same time, like I'm just gonna like go into prep and just wherever the cards fall, wherever I'm ready, wherever I look my best, like we're just gonna pull the plug.
Do
hmm
you need to
So it could be
re-qualify? No.
no, no. So because the Arnold amateur that I did, I won my class. I
Mm.
am qualified until December of 25.
Can we
Thanks.
So the end
reiterate
of
this?
this
Because
year.
I know we discussed it. Now I forget if I'm being totally honest. What was the
Yeah.
rule for that? Was it calendar year or say I qualify in May, I'm only good until May the following year?
No, so it's the rest of that year. So if you compete in May, get your qual in May, it's for the rest of that year and the rest of next year, the end of it.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah. They
okay.
really want people to do nationals. Like you know, that's my theory. I guess I don't know if it's that's the reason, but like I feel like it's
No,
a
but
good,
well,
It could
yeah,
I
be.
feel like that's a good thing for the athletes too, because honestly, like that's kind of what
yeah,
I'm thinking of doing this year is a qualifier show this year, not nationals, and then nationals next July.
yeah,
So I
Dude,
can just have like you're doing, hone in on one thing.
it
right.
actually gives the athlete more time to actually progress,
hmm
Exactly.
take
Exactly.
that feedback and
Exactly.
actually utilize it instead of
Yep,
just, oh, a
exactly.
year or in a calendar
And
year. It's like,
Yeah.
right. And looking like this much different on stage,
yeah,
which I want this much different.
yeah,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
most people already look this much different
yeah, I was gonna say.
anyway.
That's my biggest fear. I tell everybody, I'm like, it's not losing, it's not being disappointed, it's not having a bad peak. It's
hmm
fucking looking the same in my
Yep.
progress pics from stage to stage. Like,
Real
I don't
talk,
even
me
care.
too. So I hear you. I hear you on such like a
That's my
fucking
fear.
spiritual level.
Dude, I'm freaking out over here. I haven't competed in 5 years.
Can we
And
tell the people and us what the fuck is going on?
what, me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
please. That's what I was waiting for.
So we're switching to WPD. Yeah, big bitch.
Oh,
I'm excited though. I'm fucking pumped. But
I
part of
can
me
just
is
throw
like,
up my
damn
shoulder.
it, Meg. But part of me is like, damn it. Like 5 years ago at the Tampa Pro, they gave me the feedback to fucking do WPD. And I fucked around.
All right, you
But
could have won like 3 Olympiads already. Fuck.
right?
Right?
But
For real.
no, I'm not gonna be cocky. But like, yeah, looking at my WPD poses from 5 years ago, I'm like, shit, have I even progressed? Because I haven't been training upper body. So right
Yep.
now it doesn't look like I progressed. I'm like, damn it. My legs got bigger though. So that's good.
And the
But
glutes.
and the
Yeah.
glutes. The glutes, they're taking a little time off right now. I have made that decision. I am not training lower body at all
Ooh.
until it's 100%. I tried it last night, dude, and mentally, I was in the worst. Like, I was such a bitch. Felt so bad for Will. Sorry, babe. Um, and it's just not good. It's setting me
Mhm.
back every time I even try to do like pump shit because let's be real, I don't know what that is. I don't know what
Mhm.
that is. Like I'm still doing like 4.5 plates on like the adductors and like trying to
Like,
do
lightweight,
like
babe, it's
100
fine.
pound Bulgarians. I'm like, this is pump shit. And I'm like, why am I so sore today? And I'm like, well, okay. So we're literally just training upper now. So total flip there.
So
That actually
excited.
would probably work in your favor,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, because my lower is too dominant now compared to my upper, so my
Mhm.
upper
Yeah.
catch
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Meg's gonna be
So
training legs once a month. It's like
You know what
it's like
I'm
the
really
Uno
excited for,
reverse.
though? I think
uh,
you're going to be an outlier. Well, not an outlier, but like one of the OG looks to what women's physique was, that you're still super feminine. You're very pretty. Like you have
yeah,
a great look, but it's not like overpowering. And I think you're going to be like the hot chick that does WPD. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that was actually something I wanted to talk about because I feel like that is a common thing that a lot of figure and WPD girls say when they're transitioning to wellness is they're like, I want to look feminine. I want to keep my
Mm-hmm.
femininity. And I even said that. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
believed. But the more I think about it and like the switch I had when Cameron was like, let's do WPD, let's just do this. And now I'm training upper, seeing how strong I look in the gym. I'm not strong yet, but like it's coming back. But seeing Will also be like, damn, like you look good, like having your man like say that and like cheer you on with it,
Mm-hmm.
like what even is femininity? It's more of like a mental thing. It's how you feel,
Mm-hmm.
Like I can walk around with like big ass delts and feel feminine as fuck. But in my head, I was like, oh no, I just need a big ass and a small waist to look feminine. Like, no, it's a mental thing. And I think a lot of people get in their head about it because we get these stupid comments like, oh, you sound like a man, you look like a man. But it's like,
Roid voice.
what? The Broid voice. Like,
Round
you
table.
know?
I saw
Round
a
table.
really good comparison. I don't know if you want to call it a meme because it was real people, but it
Yeah.
was like something about how, so you say I look like a man, and then on the other side was like your average man, and she was way more
Right.
jacked than he
Yeah. So
was.
it's like, shit. I don't know. So I'm trying to kind of I don't know, reclaim my femininity.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel
You
like
know?
there's certain things though, like that makes stage presentation at least look a little bit more feminine. Like there's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
for sure.
WPD women that
Oh yeah.
like pull their hair back and what
Mhm.
like go full glam on that shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And like one girl who stands out, I'm sure you guys know her, but Brittany Diamond,
Yeah,
B Times on
used to
IG.
remind me a lot of each other.
Yeah, I love her. She's so sweet. And she's like cheering me on with this transition back to WPD. Like she's doing WBB now. So that's sick.
Really?
But yeah,
I
she
didn't
at
even know
her
that was still
last
like
show.
happening.
Yeah, yeah. At her last show, she did both WPD and WBB, and she said she just felt way more confident hitting the bodybuilding poses. I'm like, go on, girl. Like, so, and I love that. It is bringing a more feminine approach to
Mm-hmm.
a heavier muscular division, because you do see more virilization,
Mm-hmm.
because these girls are like, oh, to get bigger, I need to push more drugs. But me, I'm a genetic outlier here, and I'll, accept that. Like, I believe what Cameron said now. Like, he was like, with wellness, we would probably have to push more drugs for you to get more stimulus to
Mm.
grow your lower how we want to. With WPD, I'm off cycle right now. And I'll probably add on shit ton of size just from like newbie gains again.
Legit.
So
Can I get a
I'm excited.
group fuck you from everybody with me to Meg?
Fuck you.
Sorry.
Can we
I
all do that
mean,
in tandem?
I'm
No,
a
but I hope the
hyper
listeners like
responder.
take away though, where it's like obviously being like the smallest of the group in bikini, it's like where my physique lacks is more lower body, which is why I'm not touching upper body. But then, you have like the wellness girls where it's like you want some upper body, but a lot more lower body. And then now you have Megs, who was very good for wellness, and then she's pivoting. So now it's like she's going from lower body training, albeit she's injured, but now she's like, you know what, now it's going to be a lot more upper focus. So it should be like important to take note where it's like different divisions have different criteria and you have different weaknesses and strengths in your body parts, which is why your training specificity
Mhm.
needs to be on bringing up those weaknesses, not overpowering your strengths.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say that's also super person dependent too, because like I know that the three of us here at least, and you even too, because you're doing a lot of lower body training. There's also like a threshold for the negative return too, because the frequency in which you want to be able to train lower body when
Yeah.
you even need to bring it up, even if you're not necessarily wellness, is super fine line because then you start going to, okay, well, my muscles can handle it, but my joints can't.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what was my problem, like every leg day, even though I brought it down to 3 days, every leg day was heavy as shit. And I had
Mhm.
to keep it that way to create stimulus because I've already packed on so much dense tissue from figure and training for years already that I had to. Like I didn't have a choice. I couldn't just do pump work. Like
Yeah.
you see a lot of wellness girls, and I know Julia, you train hard, Laura, you do too. But you do see a lot of wellness girls getting away with pump work or lighter loads. And they look killer, but that's their genetics. And like
Yeah.
I was going against the grain and I realized that and it was a fun challenge, but now I'm kind of ready to like relax a little bit and just let my body like do what it wants to actually do. But Julia, do you train upper, right? Do you train upper? Not at all
Uh,
anymore. Cut it.
I put the 45s back. That's my upper. Like I
Yeah.
breathe. I like literally look at the dumbbells
Yeah.
and I just like during posing, my
Yeah.
coaches were like, you gotta stop, like, because you're getting pumped. Like we
Yep.
can't make her do the routine. I swear to God, I don't pump backstage. I kind of just like twiddle my thumbs.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I pump my glutes, of course, but
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
shoulders,
Will was putting away my weights. Like I
yeah,
didn't touch weights and I was still growing. So I was like, okay, this is an obvious like switch. So I get
yeah.
that.
Absolutely. Julie, I have a question for you. Did you always compete in the wellness division, or were you someone that wanted to do like figure, but then was like, when wellness debuted, you were like, oh no, I want to do wellness?
I wanted to do bikini. Yeah. I
Bitch.
wanted to do bikini. I know. I wanted to do bikini like years ago, like 10 years ago. And I actually did a prep and I was gonna do the Hartford Europa in 2014.
Mhm.
And 4 weeks out, I pulled out. I was like next level miserable, couldn't touch weights for my legs. Like I was a soccer player, so like I naturally had it, but like
Got you.
obviously not this big now. And my coach was like, 2 hours of cardio. We gotta like, you gotta do long distance running, like bring down your legs. Like I was like, what? This is miserable. 4 weeks out, I just pulled out. So I wanted to do bikini for a while. Figure, I'm like very like off season. I looked at off season figure and figure was beautiful. I
Mhm.
just didn't want my body to be that big in off season. That's where I gain all my weight. Plus,
Mhm.
if I had that muscle for figure, my lats, my back, everything, like I have no freaking lats anyways, but like I loved the look of it, like Nicole Wilkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That was
like
a very different look, though.
very different. And at that time, I wanted to go into figure, but I was like, I have no lats. I don't have that kind of muscle because she was stacked,
Yeah.
Yep.
softer but stacked. And so I was like, okay, bikini it is. And then quit, went into CrossFit, and then I saw wellness come out in 2020, and I was like, all right, well now I have to like really train directly towards that direction because I want my debut for bodybuilding in general to be like next level. And
Absolutely.
like I said that to my coach at the time that I hired for my first show, and I was like, I know you're gonna think I'm fucking nuts, but I want like as close to a pro physique as you can get me. I don't care how long it takes. I'm like, I would love to do a show next year because we started a year prior,
Mhm.
like really just doing diet, like just living, breathing bodybuilding. And she was like, yeah, you could do it, and ended up working out all right. But I was like, I want next level physique. I don't care how long it takes.
Mhm.
Nice.
Even though I'm old as shit, like I don't care how long it
Dude, I
Stop.
takes.
legit made her show me her driver's license because I didn't believe her age.
Yeah, I'm old as
I
shit,
don't I
guys.
don't believe that.
I swear,
Finally,
yeah.
I'm not the oldest
I
one in
wish
the
I
group.
had it. I have a necklace that says my year, 1984 on it. I don't know if that's ID, but yeah. I mean, 40 is not old, but like
No.
Mm-mm.
pushing that amount of weight for that long, like CrossFit, I was barbell cycling like a motherfucker. I was like, can we swear, by the way?
Ah,
Are we
yeah,
allowed
of
to
course.
swear? Oh my
We'll have
God.
to have a swear jar because
You
that
can
one
write
Well,
it.
woman.
because I know somebody commented like a few episodes ago about swearing. So I was
Yeah, so
like,
we cuss more now. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like it was like
got it.
cuss
That was
off
the
Got it.
green
points.
light.
Yeah. But yeah, wellness came on the scene and I was like, that's me. Like I need to go towards that, but I got to work my ass off to do it. So
Mm, mm.
Well, work your ass on your glutes are fucking
on,
stinking.
yes,
That's
because
right.
that's my damn feedback every single time. More glutes,
More
more
glutes, more
glutes.
glutes.
But isn't that like
What?
almost the best feedback to get though? Because like you love to train, and that's like the thing that makes bodybuilders that understand the nature of the sport more successful is they love to train. So if your feedback is hey, you need to be bigger in XYZ body part. It's like, fuck yeah, I got homework to do. Let's grow some glutes. Let's do some hip thrusts.
Yeah.
Let's do some belt squats. Like, let's go. So I think it's really good where it's like when you get the feedback, yeah, it's disappointing to like miss your placings for earning a pro card,
Of
absolutely.
course.
But when the feedback is everything else was spot on, you just need bigger glutes, it's like, let's fucking go.
Yeah. And that's
Way
what,
of thinking of it.
yeah, I was having that like aha moment, like realizing shit, what would my feedback probably be? It would probably be my quads are too big,
Mhm.
my upper's too big, my glutes need to grow. And, I was like, shit, that ceiling, like that training ceiling would be so low. I would have to cut out so many things that I love that this was like an obvious switch. Like I see like Mina, I think I said her name right. It's not Mina,
Yeah,
Mina.
I love
Like,
her. Love her.
like right now, she's not training quads. She's literally only training
Overpowered.
glutes. No
Hmm.
upper, no quads. And I'm just like, fuck that.
Mhm.
Like I know she's probably struggling with it mentally right now because she wants her pro card so damn bad. And
Mhm.
it sucks because her physique would be awarded much better at the pro level than at the
Yes.
national. That's why I'm like,
Thank
damn
you.
it. Like the
Thank
judging
you.
criteria.
Yeah, why do you think that is? Why do you think there's such a huge discrepancy there?
Dude, I don't know. Like part of me is like, because they want to see you like progress as a pro and they don't want to see you max out at the national stage.
But
I
that
don't
doesn't
know.
make any fucking sense.
I
Like, how are you
know.
supposed to get to that
Makes zero
level?
sense.
I don't know.
I'm sorry,
No,
I'm yelling at Meg. I'm upset.
she's right though. Like you have to, in my mind, that's what bodybuilding is all about. You progress to the level you want to be at. If you want to be on the Olympia stage, you better bring an Olympia package to pro level. If you want to be a pro, you better bring as close to a pro physique as possible. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound bitter or anything, obviously, because I lost, but
No.
like, it just and it goes, I feel like, and like chime in if you guys disagree for sure, but like I feel like from show to show with nationals too, it kind of varies. Like the
Oh,
Texas show was like very hard looking. But there's some shows that are like a little more softer look, which are both beautiful looks, but like that's, what do
The
you
only
want?
the
Want?
only thing I question when you're getting feedback, and this is just my thoughts, is they're only giving you muscular feedback more so. I mean, sometimes if it's like hair or makeup or whatever, but I think that there's probably times too that they're giving feedback, but there's also additional like we just didn't like your look, whatever X, Y, and
Hmm.
Z is. And that's frustrating too, because I think I'd almost rather hear that than
Yeah.
stay in a position where I'm pushing towards whatever
Mhm.
category
mhm.
without fully being told what the reasoning was. Because maybe there is a different category that fits you better with
Yeah.
Mhm.
bone structure or whatever the fuck it is, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was how it was for Tampa Pro. I thought I was walking in looking like a stacked ass figure bitch, and I got dead last, you
Yeah.
know? They said everything was great, but you're literally too wide.
Oh, okay. So that's good that
Like,
you got that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was, I knew my clavicles were too wide from the get-go. Like, and I always thought I was like, oh, I'm too small. I'm too small. I'm not. I'm just wide as a house, so I
Mhm.
can't do. That's why everybody was like, are you doing figure again? And I'm like, no, I'm too big for figure. Like, people don't get it. I don't think they really understand the divisions either. Like,
Yeah.
even seasoned figure girls, they're like, oh, you're doing figure? Like, I'm gonna step on stage with you. And I'm like, no, girl. Like,
Like,
I'd look stupid. So,
I'm
but
sure
yeah,
seeing you in person too is different. Ash
oh,
can
it's a
speak
spectacle.
about. It's a
Like I'm
spectacle.
not like
our
it
picture
literally is
together.
though. It's like well, it's like again, like to remind the viewers and to remind you ladies, Meg and I are practically the same height.
Yeah.
And like she's got like 80 pounds on me. Like
It's
80. Like people don't understand that. It's like, that one comment where it's like
I
Meg and I
felt
did like a
it. We didn't
training
talk.
thing. And it was just showed you the size difference between like wellness and bikini when she was, training for wellness like a year and a half ago when we were
Yeah.
training together. It's like
It's
it's
crazy.
just such a huge difference in development.
Hmm. Yeah. And I'm a dense bitch. Like it's funny. Will was telling me he was telling one of his foremen that like his girl, me, weighs like 200. And like probably automatically in their mind they were like, oh, she's like some heifer. Like
Hmm.
some like some fatty. But yeah. And
She's not a
it always
heifer, she's
makes
the
fun.
goddamn steer.
But I think I do think, and I've said it multiple times on podcasts, like episodes, that I just don't think that they know what they're actually awarding sometimes. Like it's so wishy-washy. They can post as many like guidelines for each division and show the picture perfect person for it, but then they'll turn around and award something different.
Yeah.
So it is so different because it is an objective sport, or subjective. What the fuck is the, you know what I'm saying?
Subjective.
Yeah.
So yeah, that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that.
And it's different per like judge. Like who's the head judge? Is it Sandy? Is it yeah. So
Mhm.
Yeah. And also with Masters and Open,
hmm
now that I've competed in
totally different.
Masters Nationals, it's really different because the Masters girls, they have that muscle maturity. So
hmm
they just naturally come in way harder than the Open girls because they're younger. And
Yeah.
that's what my coach was explaining to me. He's like, I could get you to a softer look in between prejudging and finals or like keep you hard. So it was like that gamble. I was like, why
Mhm.
does it have to be that gamble?
Yeah.
Why can't it
Yeah.
just be, it is subjective. So I
Mhm.
get it. It's
Yeah.
gray. It's
I
really
had
gray.
that same issue with my master's figure girl, Kristen. You know,
Mhm.
she did masters nationals and she also did just regular nationals. And she actually placed better at regular nationals against younger women. And then she did masters, and they actually awarded a bigger sized female, but she wasn't as conditioned
Mhm.
because they were going for, oh, how big, like muscle wise, can the person look for figure. Instead, they didn't want like shredded because they were awarding the shreddedness for
Mhm.
WPD. But even though, Kristen, I thought had like the figure taper and everything, she was pretty lean. So that's what kind of, yeah, it sucks. It sucks with like masters and then open and all that. But I think you've been putting in some good work, dude. I think this is
Me?
gonna be a good year. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I hope
I don't know
so.
who
I
else I'm
hope
talking
so.
to. Yeah,
Thank you.
you really
July's
are.
Thank
a good
you.
July is a good time frame too,
Yeah,
because you've got Universe, Masters Nationals, USA,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Just get them
like
all.
every week.
Yep. So hopefully it takes one time, but I'm just
Yeah,
being realistic. Just
yeah.
gonna do it until it happens, I guess.
She
Are
said, "Do it or
you?
die trying."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk to us a
Get
little bit
yoked,
about like
get
your,
yoked or
are you a posing
what?
coach? Like, is that something I saw that you,
Yeah, so I've been doing that for like a solid 2 years now, but I've just
Mhm.
never been. And thank you, Laura. She's like, why don't you just post your clients more? I'm like, you know what? I should. Like, why? There's no reason why I'm not. So I'm like kind of giving them the spotlight now recently. And so like, and then a lot of people have been like reaching out. They're like, show me the walk. Show me how to do the walk. I'm like, oh God, the walk, the
You're
freaking walk.
surprised.
Everybody loves the walk. I'm like, I'm literally just dragging my toes, guys.
I'm so
Like,
happy I don't have to walk in heels now.
yeah,
I was
Oh,
dreading
that's
yeah.
doing that.
right.
I'm
Yeah, I can
jealous.
I can
Oh,
So
just
that's so
jealous.
unfair.
oh yeah, the shoes are gone. I think I might throw them out in the trash this weekend.
I have a
Uh,
better
Wait,
chance
can you
walking
show
in
me which
clean.
ones you have? Because we're the same big ass feet, so I might look at your shoes.
Yeah. Carry on.
But yeah, Julie, why don't actually talk about the difference? 'Cause do you just coach wellness for posing, or do you do everything?
No, I do wellness and then I do bikini as well.
Okay.
And I'm really, so when I wanted to compete in 2014, we were doing that fit model stallion stance.
God
So
bless.
like, it's just like getting the rust off, like doing that
Mhm.
stance. So I've been teaching it to some girls, but I just got to get better at it. And
Sure.
the routines are different in fit model, really different.
Absolutely. Can you
Mm.
actually talk about the difference in wellness posing versus bikini posing when it comes to the side pose? But then also, like, maybe if
Yeah.
you're kind enough to kind of give people like a general description of the front pose, because I know a lot of girls that just show me the waist of the front pose, and I'm like, I don't want to see your fucking waist. I want to see your fucking ass. But like, they just don't know how to settle in.
Yeah, so it has a lot to do with mobility. I'll start there.
Mm,
So like I could show you like the photos of me before I used a yoga wheel. I will die on that cross. Like I love a yoga wheel. And then afterwards, to even just get into a side pose for wellness, it's like
Mhm.
night and day. And it was just 10 minutes a night, like just in between commercials, like watching a movie with my husband. Like it was just not even that crazy.
Yeah.
And it made such a difference. So like flexibility, mobility is like freaking key
Mhm.
for any division, any posing. Um, but as far as the wellness poses, there's four, I don't want to call them mandatories because that's such a dude term. But like we have like those four poses. So
Mhm.
side, front, and back. With the difference between the front pose with the wellness to bikini, it's like a huge difference. So the front
Yeah.
pose is like you're angling your for wellness, you're angling your belly button one way, you're
Mhm.
sitting into your back glute. Meg, like it's like the most unnatural,
So
supposedly
twisty.
natural thing, like to show off your side glute essentially and show off the taper of your waist.
Mhm.
And then with the bikini front pose, it's more of, I don't want to say it's a wellness side pose because it's not.
Mhm.
And obviously it's physique to physique, whatever that physique looks better in. But the front pose for bikini is like a more twisted side
Yep.
pose for wellness. So you're still showing that glute because they still want that side glute. But obviously the taper in the waist is going to be more shifted.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
always like talk about it like you're gonna feel like a fucking rotini noodle in bikini because
Yeah.
you're just gonna
Hmm.
it's like you have a spine, but you shouldn't show that you have a spine. So you're just gonna
No.
twist it up.
Contortionist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Contortionist, yeah. Like you guys remember
Hmm.
that childhood toy Betty Spaghetti? It's like it's just
Mhm.
Betty Spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't actually have bones.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like a
So,
lot of people forget that in wellness, that literally every shot, front, side, and back, should be really displaying the glutes.
Hmm.
Even that front pose. I finally was able to connect with it, like to really pop up that upper glute in the back leg. But a lot of people just let that thing relax. And I'm like, no, you need to showcase the glute from the front. That's what
Hmm.
they want to see.
yeah.
And yeah. I don't
A
know.
lot, a
There's
lot of that
some,
also comes with foot pressure. That's what I
yeah.
learned because bikini doesn't have the front pose that wellness has. But when we transition from our side, from our front pose into like getting into the back shot, like
Yeah, you do
obviously
a
you don't
little.
just like be a tornado and flip around. Like you need to like
Mhm.
present. Will you stop? You are so goddamn annoying. I'm sorry, my cat's pissing me off. But it was one of those things where having to have heel pressure to
Yeah.
keep the other glute elevated so that way she just doesn't like drop over. It's something where it's like having care in your heel and toe pressure throughout the
Hmm.
entire presentation. So not only is it more difficult to walk in heels and to even present your fucking physique, it is keeping in mind the pressure where your knees are, where your hips are, where you are in space, and then also remembering that you're given this tiny little box that you need to stay in the entire time because we're not like OCB where you have like the fit model walk. It's like you're given a little square and you need to stay in the square.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that'll depend on what your physique, what like your physique and your weaknesses. I say it's like a highlight reel. Like you
Yeah.
don't show up like anything, especially in your individual routine. You don't show them shit. Like that's a flaw. So
Mhm.
it's basically like a highlight reel. I have a very boxy waist. Like that's my burden. But like I will try to pose it in the sense that like it's just giving you that illusion. So
Mhm.
whatever that looks like on my body, it might be different for Laura. Like
Mhm.
our stance necessarily may not be the same, the weight that we distribute because our bodies look different.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
I
we
have the
need to like
opposite.
fit. Yeah.
I have
And then we
the
need to like,
opposite.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, no, you go.
But then we need to fit like what the judges are looking for. So they're looking for that S curve in
Yep.
that glute in the front pose, making sure that like your legs are widening and then tapering down. Like that's the look they're looking for. And like whatever that looks like on my body may just look different on, or you may need to cue somebody differently on somebody else's
Mhm.
body.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would say that's
I-
the difference from being able to be a good poser and able to coach posing. Because I
Yeah.
see
Yes.
a lot of
Oh,
people that claim they're posing coaches because they personally can do it well. And that's great that they can make their
Mhm.
bodies look great, but they can't do that for anybody else.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's weird, like little cues that you have to give people
Mhm.
too. Like you can explain it. Like I know a lot of like people who are trying to get into the posing coach realm. You'll see them post these like elaborate posts, like breaking down anatomy, like origin, insertion shit. And I'm like, people don't connect with that. You
Uh-uh.
say that, you say you want to externally rotate, internally rotate, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, like squeeze a fucking penny between your booty cheeks. I don't know,
Keep
fucking
your
like,
titties up,
like,
like
yeah, like wring
Yeah.
a towel out. Like, you have to give people these things. Same with like training too.
hmm
Like, pick a dumbbell up with your ass cheeks. Like, they'll connect well with that over, think about scooping under with the pelvis, all this bullshit. It's like,
hmm
I think it would be hard. Like, I help my girls wellness and bigger girls with their posing because I know certain things. But then I'm like, if you like, I need you to still hire a posing coach
Yes.
because
Same.
that is out of my wheelhouse.
hmm
Bikini poses, I'm like, see ya. I don't know. I
It's
can't.
only two. It's
I
only
still
two,
can't do
but
it
they're,
though.
yeah, I know.
Like I don't know the thing. Like even Cameron, like, well, he doesn't know, poses, but he told me like I can't even hit my other mandatories for WPD yet. He's like, until one, your hamstring's healed, so you can actually sit to the poses, and you hire somebody. I literally just want you hitting front, side, and back and sending that over. And I'm like, good point. Because you adapt these like bad habits very, very quickly in
Oh yeah.
posing. Yeah, and it's hard to shake for sure.
Big time. Flailing arms. That's my like
Oh.
bad habit that I need to like get
Yeah,
girls out of. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah,
just keep it low and close, low and close.
yeah.
Exactly.
That
Because it also
one.
like helps with that illusion too, especially because like you don't need this like Flappy Bird
Yeah,
elegant thing. Like you're not going at the fucking like ballet place, but like a lot of the things it's like you almost like guys, where it's like you want the small close to your body to like block your waist if you because you need to
Your
breathe
waist.
too. So
mhm,
it's like while you definitely don't want your gut hanging out and you do want to make sure you have like proper vacuuming in place and proper core control, like again, small little movements keep the illusion and don't distract the judges because again the judges aren't looking for how you look good, they want to see where you look like shit and comparing that to everyone else's how they look like shit. So it's really important to remind yourself that like sometimes less is best, and you also need to work with the right posing coach that will bring out the presentation you want to go on stage because I'm a goofy person. Like if you tell me to be sexy and sassy, I don't even know what that means, dog. Like I'm a goofy person. I love laughing. So it's like I need someone to help bring that personality out on stage
yeah,
because that's where I'm going to be most comfortable and confident.
yeah. Dude, I was dreading the fucking what is the one where you like
The hair flip.
little hair thing? Like I would do
Dude.
like a white girl, like white chicks moment where I'm just like like on
Yeah.
stage. So I'm so excited I don't have to do that shit now. I can just like
Yeah.
stomp my foot down and flex my quad. It's gonna be great.
And
It's just like, mm.
yeah. It's like when you flip your hair too, you feel like you're gonna friggin' fall. I don't know why
I
we do
would
it.
fall.
Dude, because you do, because like
You,
your feet are like this, and then your upper body's like contorted like this, and you're like trying to
Yes.
Throw your
And
balance off.
we're trying to hide our yoked backs. That's basically what it's trying to do. Because
dude, yeah,
like, oh yeah, yeah, because they
yeah,
don't want to see that, but they want us to lift heavy.
yeah,
It's
right.
like, yeah.
Uh
That's
man. But that
what?
is one thing with WPD. I think I'm gonna keep my hair down.
yes,
I
That would be
think.
so nice.
yes.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was like because you see all those girls, they do like the cool braids and like the short hair
See, that's
look.
where
And
I feel like
like
it starts looking
that's
kind
where
of.
yeah. Yeah,
hmm
yeah. Yeah. So I'll
We
come in.
want like Princess Bodybuilder Barbie.
Yeah. I just want to be the fit Barbie.
The only thing that I could see is if you did like some type of rave hair where you like brought that personality to stage because obviously
Yeah.
like that rave energy is something that you're very in tune with. And I know we
Just
already
like
discussed
headbanging.
femininity. Yeah, just go on stage. Just
I was
headbanging.
I, I was listening to songs for like my individual because I have to fucking do a posing routine now. Oh my God. But I was trying to get away from like the heavy bass one. So I think I found one that has like it's like every 6 counts, like you would hit a pose. So Will's gonna help me. He actually really is good at posing. Like he
Is he
used to do
really?
it all the time. So
I didn't know
he's
that.
gonna actually choreograph that, not me. Don't want anything to do with that. So,
That's so crazy
but
though to me because like your origin is ballet. So you think that would
yeah,
be like something you'd be like all into.
yeah. Like I'm excited, but you have to think like with ballet, like somebody already choreographed it for me. I just learned it.
Oh, well, see,
Like
I don't
I
know
throw,
dick about shit, so I'm
yeah.
just
I
kind of
mean,
like,
there's some dancers who are very good at choreography, but
yeah.
I'm not that. Like you
Mm.
give me something, I learn it, and I can like make it my own. But yeah, I need somebody to give me the roadmap.
Bro,
But
you should do like
these are
a
the shoes, by
WPD
the way.
Swan Lake.
These are the shoes, Ash. Super fucking obnoxious. My mother went crazy.
Are they even comfortable?
I don't know. I've never worn them.
No.
They're like
Are they the,
130
oh,
bucks. Stupid.
yeah, they're the Olympians, right? The Olympian
Yeah,
2.0s or something.
Olympian 2.0 with the strappy strap with
Um,
all the bling.
See, that
love
was
it.
mine, but mine's the mule. So I don't
I
have
like the
the,
mules better too.
I do
I wonder
too.
if you can cut that off. You know? Could you just cut that off? Isn't it the
Yeah,
same?
you could, but it's like it's that
Probably.
plastic down below is a little like thin. So
You
I would be
think?
worried
Yeah.
that it would just do claps.
Clap claps, yeah,
Excuse
Because
me?
true. You don't
the
want to
ones
just
that
clapping.
Then it doesn't hold
not
them basically to your foot.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Got
the
you.
ones that
So
I have a double strap, like they're the mules, but they
Oh
have
no,
that
mhm.
my
top.
I have ones that's just a single strap. It
Okay.
doesn't.
Oh, that's all I wear
Oh,
was a
is
single
there?
strap one. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay.
But yeah, now I just have to wear nothing on my feet. So
I
that's
love
fine.
that.
Muscles look so much cooler that way, I feel. Sorry.
What?
I'll be like, I mean, I'm in heels, so I can say that, right? The
Yeah.
muscles look so cooler. I feel like every time I see a physique pro, because the routines are longer, I just can't, I'm like, I don't want to blink.
Yeah.
It's like
Mm.
beautiful. Like you see the art in like the body, like the
Yeah.
muscles.
I'm
You
excited.
see it, you
Like,
can see it in wellness and bikini too, but like it's just so intense in physique.
yeah.
Well, truth be
And
told,
you,
I think it's because of the feet. Like literally because their
Yeah,
feet aren't into a little shoe. Like
right.
they're
Trying to
able to
balance.
actually like the same reason why we
Mhm.
train barefoot or if, when you're like doing more compound lifts on your legs, why you don't want to wear like uber like squishy socks and squishy shoes. Like you want to
no.
feel the earth. And with WPD, you get to feel the earth, which is why it's like much more elegant. And I think you're more confident as well because you're not like about to
Balancing.
eat shit because you're wearing heels.
Flipping your hair and shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
you can do
Yeah,
that flip all you want now.
That's right.
yeah.
yeah, you
Probably
could.
won't still. But I was thinking about that too. Like, have you guys ever gotten like clen cramps in prep in your feet?
Yes.
Oh, see now I can fake it like I'm like,
Or
hitting a pose, but I'm really like stretching out my arch. You guys in heels, you're just fucking cramped up in
Falling off. That's what I'm doing.
oof.
Falling off.
Dude, climb cramps
yeah.
suck. And like I don't think a lot of people realize it unless you're like actually taking it, especially if you're like in a vulnerable position, like if you're having sex, which I've had climb cramps during sex where I'm like, time out, pause, stop. And he'll be like rubbing my hamstring for me. He's a real one, but
But
still, it's like you don't fuck with climb cramps. Mm-mm.
good. I haven't
Mm-mm.
used Clen well since I prepped 5 years ago. I'm really curious how my body's gonna respond to like fat burners and stuff like that because other than that little mini cut I did with Cameron this past like
Mm-hmm.
year, I've been just building, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, except for
Do
that
you
1 year I just ate like an idiot and ran. I don't know what that was about.
actually
I
that's about when
paid
I
my
first
prices.
that was
What?
about when I first like saw who you were on social
Yeah,
media. I remember seeing
when I was
you.
trying 5Ks.
Yes.
I had a
Yep.
weird moment there, but we're back to big bitch status, so we're good. Just took me 5 years.
But dude, that's the thing,
Care
that's
for
like the cool thing about bodybuilding is like
Hmm.
you get to find and create what aligns with it. And at the time, like what you needed was to run 5Ks. Like you can
Hmm.
look at it as a waste of time, but you couldn't be a bodybuilder because that wasn't what you wanted or needed at the time. And then you
Yeah.
wanted to do wellness. And so your actions aligned with you competing for wellness. And then you got injured and you were thinking about what do I really want to do? I want to win. I want to be successful. What does that look like? It looks like WPD. So it's not necessarily a waste of time. And in any
yeah.
of our journeys, because like obviously Laura started out with like naturally doing
Mhm.
like bikini and then figure. And then she wanted to do wellness. Fucking Julia wanted to do bikini, which is hilarious to me. Um, and at the same time, it's like our journeys all got us to this point right now. And while we look back and we probably like cringe at some of the dumb shit that we did, we needed to do it in order to
Mhm.
grow and be who we are now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've grown as an athlete for sure, even
Mhm.
in the past year and a half of not competing.
Mhm.
You know, switching divisions, doing something completely against what my body wanted to. Like, not a lot of people would do that. They would throw in the towel, you
Mhm.
know? They would be like, ah, fuck this shit. It's taken over a year and a half to even remotely look like a wellness check. Like, nah. But that's where, like, all these amateurs, like, who are, coming up and starting bodybuilding for the first time, they're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be turning pro next year and I'm going to be stepping on the Olympia stage by year two. I'm like, shut up. Stop
We'll
talking to me.
see.
Like,
We'll
yeah.
see.
Like, unless you have some super duper cool genetics, it's not gonna happen, most likely.
It's like
Words.
so hard. People don't realize when they're like pro card loading or you're gonna get it, no problem.
Dude,
Like it was,
hashtag road to pro. That cracks me up.
and like it's not coming from a malicious place. So like or
No.
like it's all coming from a positive place, right? People are rooting for you. So it's like it's cool. But
Yeah,
at the same time, I'm like, do you guys even know how hard it is to get your pro card?
yeah,
Win a pro show? Like, do you guys know? Like it's that 1% of the 1% of the 1%. And it's like,
mhm,
yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, but yeah,
yeah.
it's probably not gonna happen for me.
Dude,
It,
on that little note there, you guys saw about Fit Model, right? Like, you don't even have to place to go to nationals. You just have
Yeah.
to compete.
wellness was like
I,
that too when it first came out.
Ah,
yeah.
They're just trying to fill
yeah,
entries.
yeah. I get it, but I'm just like, but then you're also going to award them pro cards, and then that's going to be on the pro stage. I'm just very flabbergasted by the whole thing still. I think it's a great entry level thing still, but I just don't understand.
Yeah, I think we've all kind of changed our initial opinions
Yeah,
with
of
the like
course.
what the fuck is this to like this is great, but
But now I'm
should
kind of
not
back to
be.
what the fuck is this?
So I think this is just my personal opinion that the most sensible thing would be you can do a fit model, you can do a
Mhm,
national version of fit model.
mhm,
However, you do not win a pro card. You win a
mhm.
qualification for the following year to do a national level show in bikini.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Now
like
go
that.
grow your ass.
That's how you grow into bikini. I, I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's a stepping stone. I mean, at least that's how
Yeah, that's
they've.
what they were trying to market it as, is
I'm
it's an
like just
entry
trying to wrap my
level
head around that. Like, why not just
do
compete
bikini.
bikini and grow for bikini? Like, why just prep? And because like what people don't understand is like when you're prepping and like when you're dieting, when you're dieting for a show, you're not growing muscle. You are shredding fat. You are trying to keep the muscle. So my thinking is, it's like if you want to compete in bikini, why not just take the time to build? Because it takes so fucking long to grow muscle. It takes a lot of food, a lot of training, a lot of consistency, a lot of patience. But if you just want to compete, just to say you competed, that I understand. But I don't understand the like the soft core porn bikini if you want to do bikini. Because that to me is just like a waste of time if you need to build.
Yeah.
Because
It's
I needed to build. You know what I'm saying? 2019, I probably couldn't even done fucking fit model. That's how like skinny I was. So for me, it's like I don't understand why would I waste time competing in a division that doesn't offer me what I want when I just need to build for the division that I do want to compete in. That's my only like
just to
head.
play devil's advocate with that. I think most people, unless like again, you're the rare genetic few, even for bikini, need some type of enhancement to be really competitive. And without ever competing, don't want to make that commitment to know if they want to do that, or even just if they enjoy the process of extreme dieting to get to stage level lean. That would
Mhm.
be my thoughts behind that of maybe why there's a like integrative approach to that.
Sure, but most regional and local shows aren't getting lean. Like no, at the national show, sure, but like most like local shows, like the competition, depending upon where you're at, is kind of like okay. So like I see your point 100%, especially if you are wanting to stay natural. But again, like then you could just do a natural federation because then you know it without a shadow of a doubt the playing
Mhm.
field is even. But if
You
you
know what?
choose to do NPC, you don't fucking know unless like you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what they've done that's made it a little conflicting too, especially as of this year, is having more NPC natural shows and NPC
Mm.
natural nationals. Because that is a little like, okay, well, if you're gonna have this, then why the fuck are you doing that?
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah, Laura and I were like, mm.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how it goes though. I am. I'm curious at
Mhm.
least. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it on a stage
Yeah, yeah. I don't
for
want to
sure.
attend one of the shows with Fit Model just because it's going to be so long,
So
but
long.
I want to see it. I want to watch from afar from my
Meg's
phone.
what is the opera box where they have like the glasses? Meg's gonna be like in the opera box, just like with her little glasses, just like, good. Yes, I see.
Goodness. But yeah, it's going to take a minute. It's going to be a long show, national show.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
fuck. I need coffee, y'all.
I
I
hope
had
they
a
put
cup
Fit
today.
Model last and Bikini before that, just to be fair
I will
to
be so pissed just because, like,
all
again,
the
like,
people that are
I'm already
already.
class fucking Z the way it is with like my height. So, like, Jesus hell, like, it's gonna be, I won't even get on stage till fucking 5 p.m. for prejudging. And then finals is gonna be like, 3 a.m. It's fine. It's fine. We're all having fun here.
Do you have a regional show picked up?
Dude, our heater shit the bed. Like we
Or
just like we woke
house
up,
heater?
Eric fiddled it, and then it just so we're gonna see. Like I'm sure I'll enter into a dieting phase just to like give my mental sanity a fucking break. But as far as like shows right now, I need to make sure my house has heat. And that's probably gonna cost like a pretty penny. So we'll see. It goes. It goes how it goes.
That's why I'm pushing off to, well, my heater did not break. I rent an apartment. But that's why we're probably pushing for more summer shows because we're going to be moving literally in April, I think.
Hmm.
So,
To me though, that's
April
exciting.
what?
you. Huh?
April what? Do you know?
Well, I have the Scooby Health coaching retreat at the beginning of April, so probably like the
Mm.
third week of April. I'll get back from that, pack up, and then hit the road.
We just booked a trip to Miami. I was going to tell you about that for
Oh wow.
this
Yeah,
7th,
fun.
April 7th to
I'll be
11th,
back.
I think.
I'll be literally back the 6th of April. So,
Okay.
Or you guys
Yeah.
can come up to Charleston and celebrate my birthday with me.
when's your birthday?
8th the 8th. Julia, you can come too.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay. I didn't know that. I need to write that down, Ash. Dude, I'm so bad at birthdays. That is one thing. Birthdays, no, names first, then birthdays. Or maybe both. I don't know. I'm so bad at names.
Julia, when's your birthday? I want to write it down.
Yeah, we're writing
June
birthday.
11th.
What is it?
June 11th.
June 11th.
June 11th.
It's
Easy.
gonna be hard to remember. It's not a common one.
You're going to get a
Yeah.
birthday green bean this
April
year.
8th. Laura, you just had your birthday.
Me? No, it was in October.
Yeah, you just had it. When was it? October
Oh,
what?
October 5th. You
What?
know what? You're right. I'm going to say this
October
way of
what? 5th?
37 as opposed to that way of 37.
What was the day? What was the day?
October 5th.
Okay. I sent you a birthday present. I don't even know what I sent. Okay, sick. I got everybody's birthdays written down. I'll forget I wrote that note.
You're gonna be like, what are all these dates?
Who the fuck? Oh my God, that'd be funny.
So who are these dates? Who the fuck is Laura? Like,
Who's Laura? God.
oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I
My
know
memory.
Meg has to get off soon for a chiropractic appointment. So Julia, we're gonna start with you. What are you thankful for? And we'll kind of start the quad.
Food. I'm thankful for food.
Oh, what
Mhm.
type of food?
Um,
Which food?
Gosh, all of it, all of it. Like the privilege of bodybuilding, like that luxury and shit. I mean, since we're on the topic, like I told one of my girls yesterday, I'm like, you can't complain about prep. That's the one
Oh,
thing. And don't cry on the internet. So I'm thankful for my food.
Nice. I like that.
I like that. Laura, what are you thankful for?
My glasses, they're supposed to come this week, towards the end of the week, that hopefully I can start having a little bit of a life again.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Ooh.
I like that. Megs, what about you?
I got two things. Number one, I am grateful that they banned that red dye shit.
Mm.
Nobody can eat cosmic brownies again. And
Listen, they'll fucking reformulate.
oh, I saw that shit. I was like, fuck yeah. Oh man, that made Honey Bunch just even better. But no, I'm really thankful for my body for still being able to function, and still be able to move my body.
Hmm.
I get in my head so much because I do have to take, completely off from lower, but I'm like, dude, you're still allowed to go into the gym and move your body.
Hmm.
You're waking up, although I'm walking with like a pimp limp, with the pup, I'm still walking. So it could be so much worse, and I'm trying to see the silver lining here, and I'm just thankful that I'm moving into a division that I'm gonna be thriving in and loving it. So,
Meg, you need to get yourself some Heelys so you can just like roll around in
shit.
style.
Or maybe just like that scooter, just like a little push
Dude,
scooter
can we
thing.
get you a Rascal? Can we get you a Physique Form Rascal scooter so you can just like roll up to the gym?
Please.
I love it.
What do you
Okay, well,
think?
I will
And you?
conclude. I'm thankful for my family because I was able to travel to Ohio, and although it was like snowy, it snowed while I was there, and
No.
that was shit. That was shit. But it was nice to be able to celebrate my grandma and see her for her 80th birthday. So that was really special and really nice because obviously, like, family is everything, and I know how important family is. So I'm thankful that I was able to see them. And I'm also thankful for you ladies for understanding, which is why we did not pod last week and did not have a pod for you guys. So sorry about that, but my grandma was very important.
Granny's always trump pods. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That was a
Oh
cute
yeah.
pic of you guys together. It was cute.
Oh yeah.
Love
Absolutely. Absolutely. Julia, thank you so much for being our
it.
first guest of 2025. How exciting.
Hell
So
yeah.
exciting. And I'm honestly thankful for, like, forget the food thing. I'm thankful for being asked. Like, seriously. When you guys asked me, I was like, holy shit. Like, all right. Like, I'm
Of course.
nervous.
Bro, we're not that cool.
Yeah,
Like
you
Meg's
Hard
fucking
though.
leg doesn't work. We're not that cool.
you
Laura's
literally
eyes don't
apparently
work.
No, definitely
we're a
no.
mess.
We're a mess over here. But can you plug yourself for your services?
Your
Yeah,
service.
so I do posing, wellness, looking into fit model and bikini. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all my services.
I
I
love
do
it.
post girls lifestyle, and I did have one natural bikini girl last year, but that's flourishing. So getting a
Hell
couple
yeah.
girls on stage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Everybody follow her. She's funny as shit and she has big glutes.
And she's gonna be posting all
Thank
the
you.
posing stuff. We've
Yes.
Yes.
mapped
Yes.
it out. We have her next week's whole posting all set up.
Hell yeah.
I love
Yay.
it. I will be posting it and reposting it because obviously I have wellness girlies and I'm like, your shit on looks. I don't know how to post wellness. Barely know how to post bikini. So
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Wellness is something.
it is.
absolutely. All right, ladies, y'all have a
All
great rest of
right.
your day. It was great seeing you, great meeting you, and we'll catch you next time, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.